Hi, second graders. Mrs. Ishins here. We are going to do 16.3 organizing data. Let's get started. Maybe. Words to know. Say it. Words to know. Table. Table. Mrs. Ishins.
Table.
There we go. Bar graph. Bar graph. Oh my goodness, it's been super slow. Bar graph. Look at the table. So here's a table
Look
here.
at the table.
It's being slow. Cups of lemonade is the title of the table. It tells us what we are looking at. And it looks like we have 4 different kids. So Leah had 20 cups of lemonade. Tino, hey, that's funny. My kitty is named Tino. Tino has 10 cups of lemonade. Kim has 50 cups of lemonade. And Neil has 40 cups of lemonade. What
information does this table show?
What information does this table show? It tells us what? The title here says, Cups of Lemonade.
This table shows the number of cups of lemonade sold by each child.
Okay.
What is another way to show this information?
How else could we show this information? How could we, what's another way we can organize it? You're gonna say it? You can make a bar graph, so we can make bar graphs
You can
here.
make a bar graph.
Oh my goodness. Slow.
Let's look at the title of the bar graph. Lemonade sold.
So the title here is Lemonade Sold.
What does the title tell you about the bar graph?
What does the title tell you about the bar graph? How many cups of lemonade each kid sold? Why is it
the title tells you what the bar graph is about.
So this is telling us what the bar graph is showing us.
The labels tell the names of the children and the number of cups of lemonade sold.
Yep, so the labels are the names of the children and how many cups they have sold. What information does the bar graph show? So
what information does the bar graph show?
So the information is how many each kid sold.
The bar graph shows the number of cups of lemonade each child sold. What do the numbers at the bottom of the bar graph show?
So these numbers here, what does that show? These numbers show the number of cups sold here. So here there's a label.
These numbers show the number of cups sold.
Why? It's so delayed. So it will always, if you have a graph, it'll always tell you, or it should always tell you at the bottom how many or what the numbers are representing. And this is, the numbers represent how many cups of lemonade sold.
Looking at the bar graph, how many cups did Neil sell?
So here we're going to find Neil. So that's Leah, Tino, Kim, and Neil. Neil is right here. And we're going to go all the way to where the bar ends. So he ends right here. And we're going to find the number where it stops at. 40. So 40 tells us that Neil sold 40 cups of lemonade. Neil sold 40 cups. Now look at the table. Does it match up? Let's go down here. Neil is 40. Neil is 40. Yep, it sure matches up. Yep, it matches up. You can use a bar graph to find and compare the data. Who sold the most?
Who sold the most cups?
Okay, look, if you just look at the bar graph, which one the most? This one is 50, so you're going to go all the way. And that was Kim. Kim sold the most cups, and she sold 50. Now we're going to find who sold the fewest. So look for the smallest, which is right here. That's the smallest bar, and that is Tino. That name cracks me up. Tina sold the fewest. How many cups did he sell?
Tino sold the fewest cups.
Go down. Bloop. 10. Who sold more cups?
Who sold more cups? Tino or Neil?
So here, Tino sold 10, and Neil sold 40. Who sold more? Neil, who sold 40, or Tino, who sold 10? Which one sold more? Most. Neil. Neil sold more cups than Tino.
Neil sold more cups than Tino.
Oh, now you're going to read faster? How do you know?
How do you know Neil sold more cups than Tino?
Well, if we look at the bar graph, that is 40, and Tino sold 10. Is 40 bigger than 10? Yeah, it sure is. The bar showing how many...
The bar showing how many cups Neil sold is longer than the bar showing the number of cups Tino sold.
Yep. So if we just look at the bar, here's Tino, and it goes at the end, and Neil goes way out here. You have learned how to organize and compare data in a bar graph.
You have learned how to organize and compare data in a bar graph.
Wow, my computer's being slow. That's silly. All right, let's get out 16.3 organizing data, please. And normally, when we do this in class, I usually take a poll or we vote. I want to know how many people, their favorite meal. We're looking at favorite meals. How many say breakfast, lunch, dinner. Now, I know we're not in class and I can't collect that data right now from everyone, but I would love to know your favorite meal. So comments below on YouTube and let me know if your favorite meal is breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So I'm just gonna, since we're not together and I can't collect data ahead of time, I'm just gonna make up some fun numbers. Let's say 3 people like breakfast, 7 people like dinner, and lunch, and then 5 people like dinner. Please write that down. Then here we are going to make our bar graph. Our title of our bar graph is favorite meal. On this side is going to be the labels for the type of meal. First we have breakfast. Then we have lunch. Then we have dinner. And down here, the numbers tell us the number of children who like each meal. Now here, these little lines, do you see how it's lighter right here? That's where we're going to make the bar. The darker lines are just going to help separate it so we can see. So here, how many students like breakfast? 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to 3, and I found 3, and I'm going to go all the way up, and I'm going to make my line. Okay? Then I'm going to recount. 1, 2, 3. Did I do 3? Yeah. Then I fill in. The reason why I do that is because that way I don't get confused and count wrong. Okay. Next, we're going to do lunch. How many students liked lunch? That was their favorite? 7. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to count to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or you can just find 7. And you're going to just find that line and go all the way up. Make a line. Okay. And then let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then color your bar in. Awesome. Now, last we have dinner. How many students said dinner was their favorite? 5. So I'm going to go to 5. Then recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Alrighty here. Now that we have our data organized in our bar graph, let's do some comparison. Which meal did students like the most? Let's look. Which one, the most would be the biggest, longest bar graph. That would be lunch. Which meal did the students like the least? So the smallest. So compare. That would be breakfast. All right. Let's look on the inside here. You are going to look at the table, and then you're going to fill in the bar graph and then answer some questions. Greatest means biggest, least means the smallest, all right? Make sure you read carefully. All right, I will let you go. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to call your teacher or call me. If I'm not your teacher, I'd love to help you. And like always, too, we miss you all like crazy, and we hope to see you soon. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.